Hi, you're welcome to another episode on Cuffs Unfiltered. And, I'm your sweetheart. I remain your beautiful host, Kofoworola Taiwo Balobo. You see, today, we're going to shake tables. We're going to say things that you've not heard before. I have two of my, what can I call them? My guys in the industry. Of course, I'm a fan of what both of them do. For one person, I'm not very expressive, maybe because we don't have that really good relationship like that. Of course, we have good relations, but we're not so intimate then. Then the other person, I tell them, oh, I'm proud of what you do and all of that. So I'm glad to have both of them here because I would be able to express how I feel about them. What I see, the way I stock their events, the way I look at the vendors they are using. That, oh, if this person can use this vendor is some. So today I have the two Mo's in the Ibadan event industry. I have Mo Eventville and I have Locations. Hi.
Hello. I'm very happy to.
Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Monia Jani. I'm the creative director of Mo Eventsville, and I love purple.
Both of you love purple.
We do.
And
I think I'm more of maybe pink, but black is my best color, sir.
really, but there's purple in your logo or something.
I don't think so. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay.
So, do you mind introducing yourself?
Okay, my name is Moyosoro Deride, but I call myself the Mo of Mocations.
Okbar. Thank you so much for coming on board.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I told Moya I'll be coming home. I want to be this, but I didn't tell her at the time. I didn't say anything. But you see this one, I jabbed at that. You must be on this set with me. And I met you first.
Mm-hmm.
And I met you when I was a makeup artist. Then I was trying to transition into the events planning thing. Then I reached out to one of our amazing decorators that I want to have a shoot and all of that. And of course, today I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
I was very angry that time.
Okay.
I told this person that, okay, I want to have a shoot because I'm just coming up and I like this idea and all of that. And I also want to be a planner. And the person told me that, more events will be shaking it to myself here. Yeah, that thing really, it hurts me.
Oh dear.
But guess what? When I did the makeup then.
Yes, I
would-
remember. Yes, I remember.
As much as I was pained that I didn't use this platform to showcase myself, because I brought almost everybody on board.
Yes, you
Get. I was very unhappy that, this person don't let me use it to showcase myself. But guess what? I made money from that shoot. Because
You're not getting that time. Oh.
the model was so pretty. I got 3 bridal jobs then.
Oh, beautiful.
But that time, I knew that I was done with makeup. So I used that money to be doing a lot of style shoots, which are the first things I posted in the beginning. As pained as I was at that time, I looked at the end result that I think God used this person for me. Because if I tag myself as a planner, I might not get job from it. Yeah, so no offense. It's a pleasure to meet you. And you're one of the pioneers in the event planning industry in Ibadan. Yes.
Yes, whether you're there.
Yes, you know. I mean, I'm giving you that crown now. Yes, you're one of those people that made us realize that beautiful things can come out from Ibadan. You can be a planner because event planning or something was a Lagos thing.
Yes.
So when I saw that time, when I met you, I went to your page. I'm like, oh, wow, this is beautiful. Then I had my wedding after then.
Yeah.
I told you we were going to coordinate then. You know how families used to hijack us and you were not the coordinator at that time. And I had the worst experience ever. Then I knew that no bride deserves this kind of pay. I'm going to this planet full force. So I can say that technically you are a motivation. I've never said this before, but I mean, you are a motivation. I'm so much a fan of what you do.
Thank you for the kind words.
You start event planning.
Well, I didn't even know that it was called event planning. I was just helping out a friend with her wedding. That was 2016. And then along the line, while helping her with the wedding planning process and even moving into a new home, starting a new family, in-laws called me a wedding planner. And I ran with the title. And I went to go and research. And then I trained and the rest is history.
Oh, wow. Then for Mo, the way I met Mo is really fun. There was a time I had one issue with a particular vendor, and the second day I got the person arrested. So a decorator told me that, why are you acting like this girl? Occasions. I said, who is that? That said, and I don't need height. You're a bit big and you are dashy, she's fair. But yeah, oh, bad. She don't. I'm like, eh. So that one went. Then I went for one event. I had one event that I planned at Geeks Event Center. Then a vendor just told me that, You came inside and everybody then bought just like locations. And I said, I need to go and look for all these locations. Like, who is this girl? Then, I found your page. And you don't have too much on your page. But because I think that you're one of those people too that you might be working every day. But I think if it's not the location standard, you will not see it.
Yeah.
So when I got to your page, I'm like, this person is good. Is she based in Ibadan or Lagos? Because it was giving me Lagos vibe.
I'll talk about that.
I didn't see Lagos vibe. I didn't see too much, but what I saw, I'm a fan. So I had one event coming up. I saw one idea on your page that time that the screen is splitted, and that was where I reached out to you. That please, who did this?
Do you know that was my first job in Ibadan?
Really? So I was like, who did this thing? And I like it. And you explained to me, and you gave me the person's contact. And I mean, I can say it's like attaching at first sight, and we got along from there. And nobody will even do that. Like,
We had not seen.
we had not seen before.
Yeah.
Like, we talk, we do all of those things and all. Like, you already know what I care about. Because I say it often. I don't say it to her like that. So when I checked your page at that time, you don't have too many things there. But the few events you had then was... So I reached out to you that I want that split. Yeah. And I mean, it's been all love since then. So how did you start this event thing? And till today, so you tell me, Kofo, I have an event and I'll be waiting to see that event on your page and I won't see it. Like, how do you do all of those things? And why do you do that?
Okay, so I think for me, it's just about, I'm very particular about excellence. So if I'm a perfectionist. If I'm not very satisfied that this is what I want to put out, there's no point putting it out. How I started is actually very funny because I always thought I would be one of those people that would do maybe food. I'll probably be in the food business if I was ever going to have a side also, because I love food, I love to cook, I love to eat good food. So I thought maybe I'll be in the food space, or it would be maybe skincare, because I also love beautiful skin. How I started was I had this 9 to 5, and I was like, okay. I was part of the social club. I was the youngest in the office, so automatically it was a department where my bosses were workaholics. So as much as they were workaholics, they also loved to enjoy our party. So we're always having one small office party. If it's not, we are celebrating something for Valentine's, we're probably doing something for Christmas, we're doing something for somebody's birthday. And because I was the youngest and there were few females, I was always in charge of something. And I always say this thing that I feel like planning is a gift for me. For other people, it might be, oh, I trained for it, but for me, I feel it's a gift because of the way he came to me. And then it's this men, old men, people's dads, people's granddads, they'll come and telling me, who you? Who should that down? Well, no, she get a how did you get this? How did you do this? And I'm like, I just saw it online. The vendor looks good. I've tried the person's food before. And I was like, let's order it. And that was how. And I was like, okay, if they're saying that I'm good at this thing, and because of me, I always believe in whatever is worth doing well. So if they're saying I'm very good at this thing, okay, let me sit down, calm. And I had my housemates then, Moji. And I think I was planning, there was something we were planning for my parents or something. I was just like, you sabi this planning work now. Think calm. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me go through proper training. And I started looking for schools. So, and that was,
Went for training.
yeah, and that was how I found Wed Expo in Lagos. And Wed, they have like a proper school. And I went for training. When I'm done with my job on Friday, I would quickly go to Lagos. I had someone that would drive me to Lagos, do weekend training, come back on Sunday evenings.
So you were not based in Lagos when you were taking...
No, I was in Ibadan, but I took I think it was 2 months that I was always going weekends, and that was how I started. Yeah.
So, when you're talking about being a pioneer in the Ibadan events planning industry, what were one of those challenges that you faced because I'm an Ibadan babe, and big shout out to everybody in Ibadan, but I feel like people in Ibadan did not really accepted the fact that they need a planner at their event. So being one of the first people that, shook your head inside, how was it like? How were you able to make people believe that, no, we need this thing?
I don't really classify myself as one of the people that started, because I think there are people that have gone ahead. But maybe at that stage in time, the challenge that I had was, yes, people seeing value in getting a planner, because I always say that every African lady is a planner by default. You learn hospitality by default. So the challenge will be selling value, like explaining and re-explaining why you need a professional planner. That's part one. And then the money that you're paying why you should justify that amount. Why should I invest so much in this person? I can't see what you're doing. So educating people from time to time was a major challenge, right? And then over time, I just realized that at the time, well, now things are getting better. At the time, most people that were engaged in the services of a professional planner in Ibadan are people that are not based in Nigeria, or people that are based out of Ibadan, and they want to come and party. So they have seen the value elsewhere. Not, sorry, I'm an Ibadan girl, but not people that are just in Ibadan like, planner for what, skinning, do you get? So that was first a challenge before people now start embracing the fact that, I need a planner, I cannot kill myself. The other challenge at that time was people hoarding and just keeping things to themselves. Don't know too much. If you know like this, you see my shine. Do you get? That was like a challenge. Because
Is it from your co-planners or your...
generally, everybody felt like they had a clique, like that you could not penetrate into. Like they already had stuff that they were doing, and well, I know better now because you only interact with people that you are comfortable with, right?
Talking about clique, you also have a clique.
That's what I just said. Now that which clique? Wait, who is my clique?
When I say clique, I mean see like you're a secret society. But you have people you are comfortable with. You have some...
Yeah.
When you have an event,
There's some vendors that you automatically...
I can guess this person will be most decorated. I can guess this person will cater for food. This person really like band. I mean,
Okay.
I do have that too.
Yes.
She does.
So, but coming in at that time, I didn't have another. So I was just wondering, why are these people just on their own?
Now that you understand now, do you think having your own... I don't want to use the word clique, but having your own network, your persons as a planner, do you think it's very good or is it bad?
It's helpful. It's very helpful. You build the thing about it is that you build with whoever you are with, whatever level they are with, and you grow together. There are some people that, of course, it explains why planners insist on working with some certain vendors because they don't want that attack. This person already understands your style, already understands what you want, your level of excellence, and all of that. While, of course, I encourage that you give room to working with other people, but you have to do like due diligence because also there can be see finish with somebody that you've been consistently interacting with over time. So in retrospect, in hindsight, I understand better why those people were not come my side. Do you get that kind of thing? But later on, I'm like, okay, when when people see value in you, they even want to be part of. They want you to join them. Yes, that's just it.
Okay. Moyo, you're one of the youngest retirees that I know.
Yep.
Like, I've never seen very proud. That is retired. Like, I mean, and you worked at one of the biggest institutions in Nigeria. Like,
Yes.
everybody wants to enter that place. And you retired to face this event thing.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
In which sometimes I still ask myself, is everything okay?
Okay, so why did you choose to retire at that point?
Because I was one that getting job satisfaction.
Oh, wow. So do you get job satisfaction being a planner?
Oh, I love being a father. Like even when I'm having such full body, if you wake me up, oh yeah, what are we? My even while I was doing 95, as soon as I started mocations, everybody in the office was calling me mocations, and that is something that is not even allowed. The only thing you were allowed to do then is agric, as a side also. But my bosses were calling me mocations. Can't tell you how much I really enjoy because I was just a different person. So even when they will come to me on personal levels to say, I want to plan this thing for my spouse, I want to plan this thing, I was always ready, willing to just help.
We had that conversation that time. And I'm like,
there was no job satisfaction anymore.
Institution.
Yeah.
I don't play this event thing.
It's tough.
Wants to be
I'm still finding it very difficult, especially financially.
You go find out.
Yes, especially financially. It's very, very tough, but you can't compare being happy and being satisfied with.
Oh, wow.
And I think another thing is the fact that I started working way too early. I was one of those people that grew up fast. So I had a job early. I think I was working by 20. Was it 20?
You were already working with that place?
No, I had done 2 years with the state civil service before I then moved on to the federal civil service to do 11 years. Wow. So of course, as at that time, I was already 13 years. I am 35 now, and imagine someone that had worked for over 13 years. So I felt like I had seen it all, and I was like, okay, what else is out there? If I'm really good at this thing, why don't I just give it a try? There's no harm in trying.
And I mean, to be honest, you're doing really good with the mocation space and all of that. Guys, she has the best intimate event space in Ibadan.
Clock it.
Yes, and if you have your events, don't go anywhere, just go to the invitation space. So now, money, like, I don't tell you all of these things often, but I'm a fan. You remember there was a time because I'd done series of online classes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know, like, at that time, I feel like I'm good, I'm solid. But you know, something was still telling me that you are not good enough. You need to go for a physical class. And I reached out to you.
Yeah.
Of course, at that time, I lost one of my family. So I told you now. Do you remember? Like, so I wasn't.
Indeed, I
needed a beautiful distraction that I just go. So now, what I'm trying to find out is that what I'm trying to drive at is that the space I came to at that time was very small. And now you have the Purple Orb. Yes, you have like, she has one of the best space, like, I mean, for trainings and all of that in Ibadan.
Thank you.
Beautiful space. So now, you're one person that, if they ask me about success story, I might not know deep, but I can tell, like, I mean, the progression is very significant and well done.
Thank you.
So how does it feel like your progression, the struggle, I mean, and everything you do together as a planner, as the owner of the Purple Hub and all of that? What's one of those challenges that you faced or you're still facing?
Well, I don't even know if there's a feeling to it, because once I've done something, I've left it, I'm looking at the next thing. So it's like, now that you're saying it's in hindsight and in retrospect, I'm like, oh yes, I should actually be grateful for the growth and consistency. I know sometimes you are doing stuff you don't even know, you're so hard on yourself, you don't know that you're making satisfactory progress. So thank you for pointing that out. Now, so challenges in terms of growth, in terms of expansion, of course, you know, the higher you go in life, the more challenges you will face. So the challenges that we're facing maybe at that time, few years back, 4 or 5 years ago, is totally different. Maybe that time we're trying to make people know our brand, make them know that, okay, we can plan events, we can train right now. Now, currently, the headache is different. It's structure. Ensuring that structure just takes shape, right, in the right place, in terms of staffing, paying salary. You know that whether there is events or not, salary must complete. It must complete. And then, you know, along the lines, also having the academy and just having some of your colleagues also tell you that, say, you know that this academy you're doing a bad thing. You are raising competitors for us. How do you want us to survive?
I want to talk about that. Because every month or something, or is it every month?
You know, it's every
You're
quarter.
raising people. Like, is every best they are done. How does it feel like raising, like, I mean, your competitors in the mix?
I love it.
You love it.
Yes.
And I think you're a very good tutor. You're very out.
Yeah. Like, I always just tell people to come to you because I know I'm a bad tutor.
I think one time that somebody reached out, I'm like, I do virtual trip. I think not again. She's gonna do it right. So one of the challenges we have in the industry is kickback fees.
Yeah.
People, you know, cost the head, cost the bed, you give the vendors. What's your opinion about kickback fees?
So if I talk about my opinion, it will sound somehow because me, I'm always permission to say Yoruba. I'm that person that believes in nǹkan tí n bá fọwọ́ ara mi ṣe k'Ọlọ́run ṣáà ti fàlùbáríkà sí. Kékeré tí n bá ní l'Ọlọ́run máa bá mi sọ di ńlá. So I really don't need, if I'm charging 800k and you're charging 20 million naira, you're charging your worth, it's fine. And that's why some people have issues with me, because I don't take kickback fees. I don't do. So you have to deliver. If you're charging 40 million naira, I won't come and say, why are you charging 40 million naira? But I have to
say, give me 10 million about that person.
But I have to get value. And that's where the issues come out from. I have to get value for that 40 million naira. That is it. So I don't believe in, you don't need it. Because I believe in charge your words, do what is right, and God will just bless it. God will bless it. Honest.
I engaged one photographer this year.
Okay.
And the photographer asked him, hey ma, please, how many percentage am I going to give you? I say, Azal. And I said, no ma, let me call you. Then he called. And it was like, I'm trying to ask, like, this gig that you did, what percentage? So I don't do that. I mean, I've charged well low. And to be honest, like, recently, the way I'm charging is like, I will charge my words. So he now said that, it's only you and more events veil. Yes, that's never asking for kickback fees. I'm like, wow. Like, what's your take on like, I mean, I'll still say, you're one of those that started this thing, but that I know, okay, right? That I don't know. We have a lot of people that started calling, but see anymore. Over the years, has there been a situation where you're like, yeah, how about you start doing this thing?
Of course, there are people
Of course.
you don't like money.
Of course.
So what's that thing that's holding you back? or Christ is solid rock.
Hallelujah, glory, clockets.
Say, what has that old band? I know, I'm not gonna.
So I think that I didn't even have an idea of what the whole kickback scenario is, right? Until people said, making offers. You can't buy my integrity. Like Moyo said, once you give kickback, right? Or I mark up your price, right? It means that me ole no romo.
Yeah.
Right? That's number one. Then you will feel like you've done me a favor. You will not deliver your work exceedingly well. Now, for me, what has been pushing me or not making me take the kickbacks are just whatever. Even though some of my colleagues still frown at that, you are just spoiling business for us. Did you get that kind of vibe? It's because people say it. Of course, now people say it. Oh, you are spoiling market for them. Also because they can't. Somebody said this to me some weeks back. The person was trying to pitch for events like the normal rant, everyone share and all of that. And they're like, I don't even know what to do to you, gonna say. You will not do kickbacks. I don't even know how to. I'm like, then your boss just paid for it.
Even if my birthday, I'll take it.
Yeah, so I can accept gifts. Yes.
But I even accept favors, especially with Jaye now. There are vendors that.
If you are watching this,
Especially with Jaye now, there are because there are vendors that based on that they'll be like, okay,
Yes.
more has been good to me.
Exactly.
Then how can I help?
Yes.
What can I do? And I'm open to that. You are giving me something. I won't say no to you giving me something, but not me taking something out of what you have decided to.
And then that's okay.
go ahead.
Yeah, another thing is that even some gifts that you receive, sure you know that there are some people that attack sentiments to it. I had an issue, was it last year or the year before? I didn't even know there was an issue, right? And the person now, as Yoruba would say, Sinregun, like I gave you Christmas or New Year hamper or Easter hamper, or I brought it to your office and you posted. I'm like, I just posted to say thank you. Did I beg you for it? That's why influencers don't like posting this.
No. Did I ruin your house?
You get. So I even frown at it like a whole lot. There have been times that I've thought that I'm only need money, but I won't because also hearing feedback like from what you've said like this, like, oh, okay, what actually goes round though, and then it even goes back to the clients, and then you put pressure on the vendor to deliver. Okay, so let's assume that your job is 40 million, right? And then I tell the clients that I begged you, you shall collected 25 million or so. I now come tell you that those clients, so they don't have money. No, that's analogy is wrong. Let's assume that you tell me that the job is 40 million naira. I now plead with you, collect 25. Right, and then go to the clients to tell them that actually they said 50 million, but I bet to 40. See the match. All of her, exactly. And then I do that. I've put a pressure on you as a vendor to deliver a 40 million naira job. Yeah. Right, and then on the day of the event, the client now comes to say that but I paid 40 million. Why was this rubbish and all of that? Do you get integrity is at stake? Then you now have peace of mind, and then you are stressing the vendor. The vendor too will now start charging that plan that she collects kickback. Instead of saying 40 million, better tell her 80 million.
So that
me too. I will have my do you get so.
It's not what it's honestly never reach. She's still stressful. I personally believe that it's stressful.
Okay, and I'm terrible at lying. You will catch me.
And for me, because I'm not fully based in Nigeria, right? So sometimes my clients, they have trust issues. They want to hurt me, this thing that you're doing for COVID, how much? You should now go and tell them that the price is different. They should now be calling me. Like, I want to kill my
There's a method for a shall, but I won't say shit.
No, I don't want. I'm not interested.
Exactly. That's all.
I love it for myself because it gives me the avenue to drag you. It gives me the avenue to arrest.
Honestly, it's like my full chest.
You know the brand and that we went to court together. It gives me the avenue that okay, good. That's why I can drag to the police station. So now there's this narrative that I used to hear about both of you.
Yeah. Good, I beg.
Well, I beg this.
So and I would like us to just let's not address it. Okay. There's what's this? Okay. What's no? Let's comport. So the thing with Money is that girl is so saucy. That girl gives polite insults. And sometimes I'll be like, what did you do? Like what happened? And just and I try to tell them that from a perspective of an event planner, you guys don't know the pressure on us is more than the pressure on you. The bad events comes to us. The beautiful events comes to us. So, and when we are executing events, we are not executing that event because we are paid. Not just because of that. We're executing it because of that passion. We're executing it because of that future. We don't have, of course, you might have another source of income or something. But at that point, I was paid for this service. I had to deliver it. So what, like, are you truly saucy?
Well, they said so. As you talk, I don't hear her. I'll be a good girl. I'll be a better girl. But that polite insult, whoever said is correct.
Oh wow.
English is my. I'll just find a very cute way to tell you that.
You're mad, sir.
And you don't think it's something at time you should work on.
It's about lights now. No insult you now.
Always room for self-development. You don't think that it's something that Martin that but like
But not in there. So maybe what we can do is like we mentioned there. I'll just tell Meta here. Help me make the message very cute.
but you still say your mind.
It depends, but the point has to be made, girl. Do you understand?
Think of that.
Well, I will change. I will not talk to
So
you.
for Moyo, your own is that girl to the vex. She go para. And of course, you did one in my face, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this my friend is all okay. Oh, like, is this something that you feel like you should work on?
Oh, of course, me. I'm very fast to. I get irritated easily, and trust me, I've been working a whole lot. Oh, a whole lot. I know I'm still working. In fact, including prayers, because I'm just like, what you're doing nonsense. I'm like, oh nonsense. is this?
Change that trend.
But I'm getting really, really better.
Moyo has changed.
And yes, I don't have time for. I'll just give it to you like. Boy. But I'm getting better at this. See, better.
During day that I was aware of, wait, they're sitting in front of us. There are 50 words apart.
Oh, now so I'm just. But I still don't take the like. If you're doing rubbish, I'll just tell you that you're doing rubbish, and I'll move on. But of course, I'm working on the approach, the manner, she gets angry fast part. I'm trying to tone it down.
Okay, let me say I'm working on myself too.
I'm trying to.
So just leave it.
I'll try to tone it down.
Have you ever, there's this saying, some people say that events is spiritual. Have you ever had an event and you feel like, even during the planning process, both of you, and during the execution process, just so that, quote and unquote, all these things that is happening,
Sharp. I'm even I always tell my trainees that events are spiritual. They are spiritual. We've had a number of events.
Let me share this thing. There was this particular event I planned, 2022. You see, every time I went to meet the clients, I would have one issue or the other. The first time I went to meet that client, my tire busted on the road. Yes. And it was good. So when the clients that got to Nigeria again, the client was like, oh, I need my daddy to meet the vendors, make the this, the that. And we didn't take all the vendors, some significant, decor, food, things that are very,
Prominent.
yeah, so we went. That event, me and the decorator, we got arrested.
Oh, that was girl festive.
Yeah, we got arrested and we paid 250K. So, and that time, my fee was just times 2 of 2. I bought tire from my events. We paid for the TFC. One of the vendors that came to was going and it was robbed. Yes. And it was that bad that nobody told us. We called ourselves together. Like, you see this event, we'll execute it, but we need to war it out with God. I'm telling you. So, the client is not aware, but we called ourselves. Because I had a lot of, to put that way, everybody, I was only Muslim on that project, but everybody there were like, Jesus baby, Jesus boy. So we prayed and all of that. And after that time, things started going on smoothly for that event. Yes. As if in a time like that, you experience something like, it's not ordinary. Yeah. Do you mind talking about it?
Stay a lot of them. Which one do I pick? Well, maybe this one will be in the course of planning the events, there were already some backlashes, and I'm like, what's going on here? Of course, I always pray for every of my events. Even as a team, we always pray for our clients from time to time. But, we're just feeling like maybe it's just, it was a wedding pressure, life is just happening. But it was an out-of-state job. We traveled all the way from Ibadan to that particular city. And then on getting to the city, we're the map said we're 5 minutes away. From nowhere, one bike just came and just ran across, and the guy's head hit transformer and whatnot. And people literally came outside to watch him die, because they said people die at that junction every time. So it's normal thing to them. And I was like, what's going on here? It was not funny. I'm serious. So the guy eventually woke up. Nothing was wrong with him. All right, so they were we take him to the hospital and whatnot. One woman was cooking. She came and said, I'm like, you been wish? So they now realized that we're not from that particular. They could tell that these people, they are not from this town. That who are you looking for and whatnot? They should take us to Bale's house, yada yada yada, and all that, because we were already going to robots that we killed somebody. Do you get? From
But they wanted him to die, so why they?
no, they didn't want him to die. They were used to people dying at that junction, so they wanted to blame us for killing him. Sharp, because who else is a member of their community? Do you get? So by the time me, I was just on my where I was. I called a few friends and I said, just pray that God's mercy speaks for me. Me, Nishishegba, because Asao was this, and I was just singing and worshiping and all of that. So by the time he regained his consciousness and whatnot, they were already changing the narrative of the story, saying it was our fault, not his fault. And then the way we're speaking Yoruba, we're speaking normal Yoruba. They have a dialect, right? And so they were like, you're not from this place. Where are you guys from? Where are you going to? And we mentioned where we're going to. We're like, oh, yeah, for XYZ person, a very prominent person. And that's how we were exonerated from that issue. Now, that was the day before the event. The event, it was a 2-day event. The first day went on well. Then the second, well, so I thought. The second day at the reception, that's how someone just came and said, where's the event plan? Where's the event plan? Somebody had an accident. They saw this card in the like person's IV, and they saw the address and they need blood to be donated. I'm like,
Should I
saw blood? What? Not my own in the equation. So I remember speaking to one of my friends. I was on Zedipa. I was all like, every event will little into your law. Like, let me just do this event and leave this town, because what was this? And I was able to speak to my friend. Told me to speak to look for an elderly person in that place, not tell the family members what had happened. So I did. I pointed out somebody. They were, I don't want to give details, right? But they are top people in government and all of that, right? So then they were like, okay, they sent a driver and all of that. They said, plan out follow us to give blood. I said, I can't follow you. My blood, you don't know what kind of blood may I have. Because
call back blue was not red.
it's not red. So that happened. And the last part that I knew that, you know what, I'm out of this city, was at the after party. After party had happened and whatnot. And somebody came and slapped the bride's dad. And the bride's dad slapped somebody. And at that point in time, I just told my ladies that, please, guess this is the car. Let's find our way into the hotel, whichever way that it is. I'm not as in, Shemo, this is the end of the this is the end of the journey. So it became very chaotic. Like, for no reason, I think the person was drunk or something was high. I don't even know what was happening. So as soon as the couple were leaving, like, just like who the hired us anyway, we followed suit, went to our hotel, and we got back to base, and God be the glory.
Have you ever had an experience like that?
To be honest, no.
Wow.
I've not really had it.
Yet I was focusing on planning full time.
Yeah, and then
Whatever it is, I prayed God would. I've been always solve.
yes, then I think I'm very fast to react to my institutions. Like, I'm fast to, when something is not going on well, especially with the planning, I'm fast to refund.
You know what I call him now? Queen of reform. Smart to you say, go for me, my down one like move you. You cannot do.
No, you can't be doing like that.
I'm fast to refund. I'm fast to, my peace is too important to me. So
We all love peace too.
So yeah, but I'm changing because of
But you know,
course.
sometimes I use my difficult clients, like I use them as a project for myself.
And difficult clients are always very beautiful. Funny enough, after the event, during the event they'll be very, but they're always the best clients once you deliver. I've noticed.
But sometimes I don't know. I will lose that interest while I'm planning the event. How that gets
To move.
keep it. Then after the event, they want to do love. No more. The love I've died. I get trouble. I'll be going. Yeah, right. It's up like we all have beautiful events. What's that particular event that gave you that disability? There's always that, I mean, that breaking point. That point that no, it was this event that was like the start of the show for me.
Maybe that was in the beginning, because when I started out, I said I planned a friend's wedding, that I did my cousin's wedding, and then another friend's wedding. So by the time, I think maybe like the third or fourth event, I'd known better, right? So there was nothing like content creation anyway. I just told the photographer, anyway, I go snap me. Anything I do, take a picture, do you get? And then I posted it, and that was 2018, right? So
That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
Like, maybe a client that trusted you with so much money, creativity, and you were able to execute that event to the point that you even felt the traffic on your page.
there are a lot of.
I know one.
Yeah, tell me.
There was one that in the ads. Because I want to know. To stalk it. A gig. One girl like that say, very tranquil girl like that.
Tell me what?
I think so. I was that was OPJ.
Tell me what?
Oh God, that event.
2022
That
June.
event was so beautiful and cage. Like, I'm not the planner. It was of a page. Yes, because that was on every blog.
Yes,
There was a time somebody didn't tag you. They're not like, we're not close like that. Somebody didn't tag, and I commented, and you remember like, Oshe Jare. I'm like, please tag the planner, cause I mean, like, thank you. Oh no.
Yeah.
And there was the energy. Oh, there, I remember. And I did the one. I can't remember.
No, there's another event that he did. They won. That was another event. Yes. I remember that particular event. There was traction from it. But the thing is that it even happens from time to time. So thank God.
Yeah. So, Mo, do you have any of those events like that?
I think for me, that's why I say God is involved in my journey. Because it was from my very first event in Ibadan. And that was my second event in the industry. Because my first event was for a friend. I planned in Lagos. And I was just lucky to get this job that Dari had referred. It was not even as if Dari referred.
They're another level.
Another level. It wasn't as if he referred me. We were together. We went for an event together. And somehow they were talking about, and I just got the job. And from that particular event, I was on the charge. And the event was just very bitter. From that, everybody was just like, who's this girl that came out from nowhere? And I think because I did a very good job. And that's why I always say God is involved. Because if I'm doing that well from my very first job, then it can only be God.
Yeah. So, one of the problems or the challenges that we planners have when we're dealing with vendors is maybe our expectations, date clash. Like, that you have another job, but why did you take my job? How do you react to when your vendors, when they're going to deliver well? Or I now later find out that
it was because they had
other job.
You now find out that maybe the other planner that they went to work with, maybe the person, so it's because the person
as
is better
bigger,
than me.
as
Never
bigger.
happened to me.
Well, the part of the person they went to work with, I don't really care, right? But the part where I care is, where are you? If you are not coming, let me know ahead of time. I'm in planner, I'm in this industry with you. You might have team members that you've trained to a degree that you can take on the job. So let me know from the beginning that, money, I will not be there, I will send somebody. But if you don't come out straight, I will be offended. I'll be greatly, greatly offended. And it has happened, of course, a number of times. And it even happens sometimes when the vendor has already become your guy, your person. Do you get like Ajowani, that kind of vibe? So I always try as much as possible to be assertive and say that business is different from friendship.
So now talking about Ajowani or something, there are some, of course, we all have our cliques or something, but there are some vendors that somehow like everybody knows that Mo Event, idolize him. Like Mo Event is this person's guy, and they make obvious mistakes, and because you're that person's korikoso, we expect, because for someone like me, my love language or friendship language is correction. If I do something wrong, even down to what I post on my Instagram, if you see that I've posted rubbish, I expect that as my friend, call me. But for this thing, it's not supposed to be on your page. Something happened recently. One of your korikos in God, I beg, who are these korikos messed up woefully. Yes. Like, this person was just giving both clients and vendors and, planners and everybody at break back to time. Like back to back every time. And as a community, we expect that Mo Eventville is the closest person to stream, like to this person in the industry. And our expectations were high. We expected him from
on behalf of everybody.
Yes.
I'm trying to even figure out what it's. I'm gonna just go ahead with the question.
The expectations were so high, and at that time, quote and unquote, you fumbled. Yes.
Hey.
Everything you were posting on your Instagram was just picking this person. On your WhatsApp,
on Instagram.
Yes. And really, it was an eyesore for me.
Oh.
Yes. I'm like, no, now. This is our industry, this is about the industry. We're trying to sensitize. We're trying to let people know that we say if we did here. Somebody now messed up like this, being dragged on blogs and everything. And the next thing is, you started insulting all of us. And me too, I insulted you back.
Me, I can't even remember.
Yeah, you will remember, because that person, when the person saw my status, came to me that, Coves, Obumilori status, money golo screenshot testing me.
When was this? You said recently?
Yes, recently.
Yeah,
this year, I think.
This year, I don't.
Did you just get married? Who is that vendor that broke your heart? Kiniko. And that,
like, there were a lot of people tagging
this person.
Like, a few people tagged him.
More than 10 people tagged him. After tagging him, they went to their Instagram story. They were posting the rubbish he did for them. And when I saw those stories, like as much as I'm a fan of this person, I was disappointed. So almost everybody started talking that and you mess up, Koshekiriko. Then our dear sister.
And the thing is that it's not because we don't like this person. Don't get
Okay,
it wrong.
okay.
So it's not like, oh, we have a beef or we don't like this person. But we just believe that sometimes when people do things that are wrong, let's just tell them that this thing is wrong. And I'm sorry, but I feel like that's why some people have issues with me. You are my friend. It won't take away the fact that you are my friend, but I will tell you that what you are doing is nonsense. So that's what we just expect from friendships.
And so what would you have had me do at that point in time?
What this
The person you at that time was
Defend. I
not defending.
no.
It had just
That person was your client.
you have not been looking at like you'd have not said anything.
for the sake of context. So,
I
okay.
understand the point of loyalty. Everybody's gone. They against
No.
But I want to be the Jesus.
No, I don't want to be Jesu Loluwawa for anybody or anything. Have I saved myself? Right? But I think I'm just trying to even remember that particular scenario. And I'm now putting context to things like, no, that was not the full picture from my own end.
Okay, what was it?
Yes.
Let's try to
Anyway,
understand that.
you get so it was not at that point in time. I was just like, where's all this coming from? Do you get? And then I had a conversation with whoever that it was. Right now, I have is it policy or belief? Right, that if you are my friend, and your word is insulting you and all of that, I will not join them to disgrace you. I will tell you in private that what are you going to do differently? Or if you are my sister, that kind of thing. That is kind of the way I was raised. My dad would come and defend us, not necessarily say that you're a bad girl or something like that. Like, speak up to the other person, like, we are family, but inside, alaye, do you get? You don't wash your dirty linen in public.
But you know that you could have just not said anything.
I can't even remember what I said. Do you get?
The sad thing is, I
can't even remember what I
on
said.
this show.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
But if reverse is the case, and reverse has always been the case, that person, you know, if you defend you like this,
Defend me for what?
like this one I say,
You feel like the person would have had your back in public.
yes.
The way you had.
the table turn around. Do you feel that person will have supported you the way?
The person has always support. I don't even know if you're talking about the same person at this point. But yes, at least the notion that I've had so far so good. Yes.
She said it's a policy.
Okay. So moving on.
So now she says that police.
Moving on. So, looking at the event planning industry, like your word, everybody is a planner by default. What do you think? I mean, we're not the oldest in the industry, but I mean, to the glory of God, like when they're counting event planners in Ibadan, Southwest, I mean, we're one of them. What do you think? Most of these people who are just coming, what do you think they're doing differently? And they need to do right. Especially, no shade, especially those people that they'll just do ushering, to ties, and the next thing.
My event planner. It's part of the wala that comes with
Your current industry.
Because our industry has a very low entry barrier. Anyone can wake up. If someone plans their sister, with their mommy, neighbor, they just call themselves planners.
So people have not even planned anything, and they are dreams vendors.
And because they see the glitz and glam, right? You've seen that. If I call myself planner, I walk up and down, I shake bum.
Yeah.
They'll give me some money, and that's just it. I can command. Yeah. That's why I can be a planner. But there's more to planning than it. And hopefully, the future of events, people will start seeing the
difference also is that there's something we can do about it. For now.
Yeah, I want to ask you something. You know, I said that when I saw your page, I thought you were a planner based in Lagos.
Yeah.
I can't explain the difference between the pages of Ibadan vendors and Lagos vendors. But when I just saw your page, I'm like, this person is not one of us.
Okay,
and
so
I'm coming. And what do you think in the Ibadan events industry we are doing differently? That, I mean, you feel like we should do more, we should be better?
To be honest, I think we are getting better.
How do you know?
From when I started to now, one of my own issues was people felt like I was attacking them personally. And so I was misunderstood. It wasn't a personal attack. I don't just like nonsense. I just want excellence. So if I'm saying that I want things in a certain way, a lot of people just felt I was problematic. And I wasn't just problematic. I just knew it could be better. I'm sorry, maybe because of my experience from my 9 to 5. I just believe that these things are achievable. It's not so hard. And people had issues with me. Some people still have issues with me. But now I'm happy because people now, those things I was saying 6 years ago, 5 years ago, people are understanding it now. They are seeing it. And I'm happy when I see the growth. I'm happy now that, okay, they were keeping my list with me then because I corrected them. They are now, they want to be like, oh, more. Because they've seen, it's not big.
They've seen the progress. They've seen what you've achieved.
It's not just about what I've achieved. It's about the fact that I feel that some of them have learned. And I'm not, one or two, I'm not, this is not me even capping. I feel like those people have noticed, oh, yeah, she was actually just talking to us. She just wants the best. I'm that person. If I like you, I just want you to be the best at what you do. Like, let's be progress partners. So if I'm telling you, if I don't tell you anything, I'll just be, not that I don't like you. But once I'm correcting you and I'm saying, I'm very, very happy for the growth. And Ibadan is changing. I'm very proud of it. Because those things that people were just nonchalant, I'm like, it won't take you anything to just fix this flex. But they would leave it like that. It was just that extra effort. And those were the things that if you don't do it, I'll tell my coordinators, come. How can we fix this? Because I don't want my pictures coming out this way. I don't want my videos. And they'll be like, I'm like, 4. But now, they're like, okay, even though it's 5 years after or 4 years after, people are reaping the benefits. And I'm proud. There's some brands that I've had issues with
In the past.
and when I see them now, I'm so proud because they've grown. They've listened to, they've seen that things are being done different. They've seen that by doing this excellent work, you can actually make more money from it.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud.
Okay, so talking about condescending clients, because I mean, there is nobody that I've not met a condescending client, even as planners, driven, those Reagan. What have you ever met one? Oh, yeah, of course, condescending. And if you add your way, like you can even take cane and
Oh yes,
what
yes.
experience like.
Okay, so I think for me, if it's too much that I know that I can't bear it, that's why I say I'm the queen of refund. If I know that I can't bear because to be honest, as much as people think that I'm this tough, I'm a very sweet person. Like sweets, my clients know I'm as respectful as they come. At the same time, I can be very, very disrespectful if you're rude to me. So I am very, very respectful. Trust me, I will give you that rope. So if I feel like if I'm bait anymore, I'll just make a refund. But if I feel that this person, let me just calm down. What I'll do is I'll be like, okay, I'll just be taking it. But when we are going to have a one-on-one meeting, I'll make sure that I make an impression. So that you know that the fact that I was taking all your bullshit, I want you to see the person that you've been talking to really. And I have those facial expressions to just be like, can you see that it's really not that? You don't need to.
For someone like me, I mean, my stature does it for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm talking in.
So I take it.
In the rubbish, in the thing that does not.
Then you just appear.
And I just appear.
So I always like that appearance part.
I mean,
So I wait for that appearance. Sometimes I'll just be counting down. So the appearance part, because I'll just, this is me. She's the one. And I always see it on their faces. So, and that's why I am also working on my patience level to just like,
The rules who made.
just leave them. Just let them. And some people, when I started having personal events, I now understood some things about how some people, they're coming from, there's a lot of stress that comes with events, especially financially. And some people are just looking for people to take it out on. And as their planner, you are the best person.
Yeah.
Because this person is probably looking for, I want this decor. And it's going to cost 10 million naira. And meanwhile, you are coming to come and say, and they'll probably just naga you. Sometimes they don't even know that they are doing it. So from having 1 or 2 personal events where I've spent so much, I'm like, okay, now I get it. And that's why it always feels like I'm always fighting for the clients. Because that's another thing vendors complain about, that I don't always have their back.
Like I always. I was funny now, but I think that they complain about as planners, we should be fair.
But you also need your clients. The clients pay.
Because me, I always have my clients back home.
No, it's for me. Like I say, 80% I have my clients back. Like, but then they fund my life.
Yep, now.
But sometimes when I need to step in and stop some things here, like, I do that a lot.
There, yes.
I do that a lot. I told the bride that she's going to get accommodation for all our getting ready vendors and all of that. And you know, this is our event now. We start getting ready at him. So the bride was like, oh, that's fine. Then the bride's family came around 11 and they were like, how will I give this amount of money, like this, the cost of the hotel, they mentioned it to getting ready vendors.
Oh, I don't know what is.
And in the middle of the matter, we started dragging this thing like from 11 and 12. And they were like, they want to leave. Oh, Kiniko. I was so, oh God, I was so pained. And I look at my vendors. You know, we don't have
On that she was. I don't know why
They are doing well.
people have to talk about that. Why clients think that people do this in the street.
We are suffering.
I look at my photographer. This guy drives a Benz. I look at my makeup artist. She's a lawyer. I look at my content creator, a medical doctor and a content creator. And I look at the brand assistant, a top model that is just working with Koff's event and all of that. And I'm like, why would you subject my client, my vendors to this kind of ridicule? And I told them that, don't worry, you know what? I'm going to pay for their accommodation in this hotel. And they found it very disrespectful.
How is it disrespectful?
Throw money at them.
It's not it's not your money.
Like, is it because you came from Canada and you feel like, no. I just told them, I'm like, okay, if you think I want to trade at you, that's fine. But I wanted to see from my own point of view that these people, if they come late to your event, because insecurity, nobody's going to be on the road by 3 a.m.
Yes, no.
All the flaws and wasting the time and all that comes back to me. So I would rather pay to amend the situation and all of that. So sometimes I just like, well, you people should just carry your tune and be going.
Yeah.
So have you ever had any experience with anybody that they'll just be like, they'll just see your vendors, look down on them, especially maybe when we're trying to set up the hall and we're not looking all glitz and glamour. And they just feel like they can just talk to them anything.
They know. I don't.
Have you ever had that experience? Or even maybe someone talking now like, who is the girl?
Yeah, it happens, especially with, again, we Nigerians. We feel like once money has exchanged hands, we own you.
Yeah.
There's that feeling. So what has helped over time is just the structure. Like you said you make an appearance. The way I would converse with you, okay. Or you say, why is this person? They will go and change very soon. By the time they change, you'll be like, is it the same person? Or even me, I might be looking like your house girl. Even though I'm not, I try to look good for events, even during setup, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at your house guy, and then I go back and change. I'm like, is it the same person? I'm like, yes, it is. So when you're talking in a concerning manner, go and do this, go and do that. Oh, actually, their job description is around this thing. But once we have time, we'll do.
That's another thing I
what
do
you say.
too. I explain things to my clients that the fact that this person is available and this person, I even boast about my team members to my clients so that they will know what these people. I'll tell them this person has a 9-to-5. She does this, she does this, she does this. This is what she does for occasions. So that you will know not to talk. Because I've had clients, some weird requests that some clients, can this person come to my house?
Yeah.
Can my brother staff come to my house to do something before the
do yeah.
And I'm
Are
like,
you going to pay for that before the event?
Even if
it's not even about
events, even if you will pay, the approach.
Like I usually
I face them understand that this person. And I'm grateful for my team members to like when you see them, you will know that these are not people that you should. And I do it to vendors too. When your server is talking to my coordinator, they know it still happened yesterday. When your server is talking to me, I want to meet the server. The fact that she's doing this, or the fact that she's helping you with this, does not mean that it is her job. She only is this for the success of the events. If you talk to her like that, you have me to deal with, and you don't want to have me to do it, and that is it. And to not happen again.
Talking about this, our recent content pandemic, because it's becoming what it's not supposed to become, and like I usually say, I feel like the clients are the cause of this pandemic too.
The pandemic is vendor bringing content creator now. Content.
What I'm saying that is the clients is that when you see a page without so many.
Okay, right.
I don't want.
You're right.
Then even if that person is the best of the best, I don't want. Then they now go to the page of a caterer. They have picture video of first dance.
Yeah.
They have video of decor setup. That's the best they will go for. Like, what's your take on this content pandemic? Like,
my sister, it's a lot. I think it's just the moment thing, right? Because everybody feels like they are cashing out. Right, that's number one from the point of view of the content creator. Shout out to content creators. You guys are doing amazing. I'm not speaking down on you. Without you, who are we? Always our work, right? But I think that there should be minimized, right? It should not go to the extreme. So maybe, also a suggestion, maybe the planner can have one content creator or two content creators that would take content on behalf of the vendors and focus on the service you came to provide.
Yeah.
You cannot be providing services for, what's that example that Bimbola Craig mentioned the other day, for palm wine, right? And then you are at the dance or you're at the hotel. I had one particular event last year or 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. MC came out of states, out of town, out of Ibadan, right? And then was asking me that where's the bride getting dressed? Where's the hotel? I said, I don't understand. What do you want to do?
What are you looking for?
So I must go and greet them. I said, you will miss them. I didn't even quickly get it. Before, Isha found his way. And the next thing, before me, the owner of the event, I even knew what was happening at the hotel, right? This guy was already there. All the content that we were going to post later on, that we were doing transition and all of that, he don't reach. Answers by the grace of the Almighty.
You tell me the name of that agency.
I can't even remember his name, but I remember the event, so I can look for it. And I deleted him from my head immediately, like, it's the audacity for me. It's the audacity. So he did all the whole transition, get ready with me with the bridal party. So he went there to have them. So he now said he wanted to go and connect with them. Why are you going to go and connect with the bridesmaids at the hotel? Yes. I think the good thing about it was that the hotel was not too far from the hall. So yes, that was just it. But no, please, my dear vendors, come with honest. Let's focus on sell the market that you came to sell.
But I always talk to my vendors, and sometimes that might be an issue too. I tell them, you are a food vendor. Why don't you focus on food? For instance, yesterday I had someone, but I didn't quickly notice. You are a food vendor, and you had a content creator that was in the hall from beginning till the end.
And documented.
And this was an event where we already had 4 content creators.
What was the content creator documented?
I don't know. So I was now wondering, at what point did you focus on the food?
Apart from even causing guest surge, we are still trying to manage space. I'm not, you might say as well, you're not coming to eat my food.
Yeah.
I agree, no problem, right? But people might
It's
not
always
think
this
of pale cocktail now, and then I'm putting ring lights in your face. Do you get?
I have 2 events coming up, and I don't know, the couple just messaged me the same day that please tell all our vendors we don't need content.
Good. Because it's already annoying them.
It's getting annoying.
I want to promote their business, so but sometimes I know some vendors who that always take permission, right? They'll say, like, when they want to give you food, please, you mind if we document? Because not everybody wants to see their mouth on internet. It seems like you get some people I want to take cocktail. Mark, hope you don't mind, right? I want to do a content. Yes, I know one of your friends does that a lot. She will ask for permission before she.
See, I'm all for creating. I even encourage vendors. I encourage vendors to take, like, you need to document, but please, let's just use sense. Like, focus on your food, focus on your stand. Why are you coming to take decor? Why are you coming to take
first dance?
Why are you coming to take,
like, are you the decorator? Are you the specialist?
Maybe God will help us.
It's traction. It's traffic they are looking for.
So talking about charging, everybody says charge your work. And
let me just say, you cannot pay any planner in this world their words. Let me just
I'm that deep. So, when I moved to Canada, I realized the way they charge is different from how we charge. They use the contractor style. And when I mean the contractor style, I mean, if you're spending $10,000 on an event, I'm taking 50% as your this thing. If that $10,000 increases to 12, my money is increasing. But in Nigeria, I think we just use rate card.
No,
some people do that. They do flat rate.
Oh wow, they use that method
for budget. But when they are sure of what the budget is, yes, and that's because one of the reasons. Sorry for cutting short. It doesn't really fly sometimes because your client is lying about budget. By the time you prepare a budget of 50 million naira, so your own charge is maybe 5 million, 10%, right? Along the line, don't worry, my sister's cousins, neighbors, and then you have told them that that's the way you want to charge per percentage. It will just reduce. Maybe it now becomes only 2 million naira. Does that mean
this person is already the decorator person? But some people are lucky.
Yeah,
especially the big names where
they have standards.
Most of these people come to them and they're like, this is how much we want to spend. So they already know, and they know that those people can't lie about their budget.
Yes, exactly.
So it's easier for them, and we pray that God takes us to that level.
So this video is as we think we're not there yet. We still have a lot of people looking up to us. So for people looking up to you, how do you think a planner should charge?
How does use your line of charge your words, but that would be very cliche. I think you should charge based off your experience, based on the value that you want to give. So now, yes, we're saying charge your words, but sometimes let's tell ourselves the truth. Some people don't have the words and they want to be charging it.
Yes, that's another thing.
You just started out and you hear that XYZ person is charging 2 million, 3 million. You want to be 2 million because you think that is how to get it done. Show value. People will pay for the value that you want, right? So I think that we should charge based off their experience, the value that they give, and the investment they've made in their business. We've made different investments at different levels, whether educationally, whether financially. I mean, someone that has a space to use, that they run like their business from the office, they have staff, they have rents, they have logistics. They will not charge the same way as somebody that is one man mopo.
Yeah.
Do you get that doesn't have anything tied to them? Someone that has had education outside Nigeria, has like 3 or 4 degrees. You can't compare that to someone that maybe is just starting out and has a first degree.
But at the end of the day, they don't care if you. Some clients don't care, even if you've spent a lot of money to go and get education.
And they don't care, but it shows in your output. The way you will handle an event as a 2-time, I believe you're a 2-time master degree holder, right? It's totally different from somebody. Your mindset is different. Your exposure is different from somebody that maybe just finished SSC or is in 400 figures.
Before I went to Canada for my second degree, did you see plannings after I went? Did you see any significant change?
Of course, now people grow now. They will be different. You would. It's not that me. If you are not growing, then people will have stopped patronizing you since. You will have closed shop since. There will be. You might not feel it.
We don't see it.
Yes. There will be. You will learn a lot.
To add to that, you can charge based on your expenses
Okay.
on the event. Put, okay, what are the things I'm going to spend money on? Document them. What's my profits?
Yes.
What's going to be my own profit at the end of the day after I'm done paying this for this, paying for that, and then you charge.
Yeah.
So people just want to earn me.
My sister.
Like me also in yours too.
I'll earn billions.
I don't earn trillion.
Yeah.
I made one post one time. I talked about dating in the event industry. That the post is very fun. I said it in that video like, Ewa, what's up? I'm Ferrari. And I mean, I had a lot of reactions. You saw it. I had a lot of reactions. Some people believe that in the industry we shouldn't be dating ourselves. Some people believe that. I mean, if you see somebody in the industry,
person that you like.
My own POV is that you can meet the love of your life.
Yes, anyway.
And most times as event professionals, we're not outgoing like that, except for events.
Yeah.
So what's your take on, dating in the event industry, dating like, it might not be a planner to planner or something. What's your own take on that?
All depends to them, and yes, anything that works for them. I've had a situation where an usher met her husband like he was a guest. And they married and they're living happily ever after. I think they're even outside the country now. So if we had said that usher should not do that, although it was not while she was working, that she did like the guy was so persistent and insistent that he had to talk to the person, and she was all, I'm still working. So when I take off my uniform, and when she took off her uniform, her hair, where were we? Do you get? So yes, fine.
So how about you?
I don't have a problem with it. But personally, I don't date people that I work. Yes. So you can meet your spouse anywhere, and I'm all for it.
Now I'm looking at the dating pool.
Yeah.
Because we are wedding planners, we're marriage counselors or planners or something. And have you ever planned an event and 2 months later you look back, they're all of that together?
No ma. Even the course of planning was always sad. The first time I was touched. After that, my tough skin came up like, when you're a planner, you're not.
Have you ever had an event that you're planning and from the beginning you're like, you're not supposed to marry yourself?
Of course.
Of course. Do you mind sharing an experience? Don't tell us the date, the year, or anything else.
But the funny thing is that there's a particular couple, I think they're still together. But just looking at them, that why people are not compatible. We see these things. When people are compatible now.
But you know that as event planners, if you decide to take a course on marriage counseling or something,
you will be good at it. Because we've seen so much.
I agree.
To actually advise people to say, no, you can't go this way. You can't do this. You just not married. Somebody like, but is it?
Have you ever had an experience like that?
That they didn't marry or they married?
You knew that this wedding couldn't last. And they still went ahead, and truthfully, it didn't last.
No. The one that did not last and I was hurt. Yes. Sorry, I remember. Should we cut? No. Yeah, okay. So that particular event, the bride was all lovey and whatnot. But from the first call, while there was a consultation call, the guy was so aggressive, talking to me in a condescending manner. I'm like, who you? Are you okay? Are you all right? And on that same call was using swear words and babe, don't tell. Even with the swear words, was babying in between. Do you get? And I'm like, what's going on here? And then, babe, sorry, I was on the call. Do you get? They were also on the call. Do you get? And so I'm like, all right. And then she came back and we'll get back to you. So they were not agreeing to some things because I was asking questions. And even if you guys don't agree, go and solve your Do you get? But from that first call, I'm like, no, this is wrong. You don't talk to a lady like that. Anyway, fast forward, the planning started, and I noticed there was a very aggressive, irate kind of person. And then before the event day, the guy showed up to they did the introduction a day before, like proper introduction, and then he showed up in t-shirt and jeans, and she was all glammed up, all dressed up and whatnot. And my man, I'm like, what do you talk about when you're in a relationship again? Like, how didn't you know what your guy was going to show up in for your introduction? So that was like the first obvious red flag for me, right? Then on the day of the event, the guy had to feel okay and didn't want his wife to know. And told us to like clear the scene. That's like, So when I just saw like, I think after wishing them like 1 year anniversary, they didn't respond to us because we always reach out to say anniversary, right? But the second year, I saw that she had taken down the post. I was like, oh, sorry about the inconveniences. But I was happy for her because that even on the event, they still handle like the way he held that. You don't talk to a woman, you don't hold a woman like that. You don't do that. You don't. But all the best to them and yes.
I've had one. It was during the planning phase. Any small thing, the guy will be like, "Is you and your mommy will not abuse this thing? Let us be good."
Eh?
You know, there was a time they took a break, and I love, and within me, I was praying that maybe they should even scatter that time. Do you get? Because I mean, this girl so soft. Then on the wedding day, something happened. Then the guy walked out of the hall. Yes. And then I was in Nigeria. I went inside the car, was just like, sir, let us finish this thing that we...
Oh, like he vexed out.
He vexed out. I'm like, uncle, let's finish what we started. He came inside again. All the... Your wife, my mom, he was there, my mom. The energy wasn't there. The photographer then too just cut this thing like, Baba, I'm like, touch her. You know, the synergy it wasn't there. And they finished the event. When they finished the event, throughout the event, the girl was crying. Like, not...
Yeah, I get it.
Eyeballs were lubricated, everything. And somebody was telling me that, sis, finish this thing and decide if you want to stay with this person or not.
But where did she... Waste of money. Where do people get to that level where they will decide to marry someone?
I don't know if that's ever happened to you. After the wedding, she called me and she's like, because I'm a married woman, she needs my opinion on some... should you do the husband? No, we used to join people. It's not as a marriage. Like, I mean, and I told her, you can talk to your mom about it. My mom told me to leave. Maybe you talk to your dad. If I said what's in my mind.
Right.
So then later on, she just told me, I've left that place. So, and I'm like, congratulations. I'm so happy. Wishing you all the best. And guess what? I'm going to plan our wedding again.
Oh, I love it for her.
Congratulations to her, because I don't know why people decide to marry people that...
So they say, you do on Cuffs Unfiltered, like, I'll give you the opportunity to be a host. Like, if you were the host and I on your show, what would you ask him? It could be personal, it could be event related, it could be like
Okay.
It could be anything.
How has juggling 2 countries been for you?
I feel like removing my wig. But
2 continents, not even countries, continents.
Easy. There are days, and I mean, big shout out to my team. They are doing a very wonderful job. There are days I'll just be like, I think I want to stop. Because, you know, motherhood, sisterhood, friendship, daughter, business, wifehood, everything is a lot. And, you know, when I was in school too, because I was aiming at having good grades and all of that, and I still want to deliver amazing job. My sister called. There are days I want to give up, and guess what? When I tell some of my clients that, God, big shout out to all my clients that were my clients when I was in school. They endured. No. And I think maybe because most of them moved to the diaspora through the study route.
Oh, so they're in school.
Some of them will call me. I'll just have to make a video in class and send. They say, no, don't worry, we'll talk later. And some of them, what's up? How's your class? What's this going on? Like, and you know, especially those are in Canada.
Yeah.
While I was in school, they were already telling me pathways to permanent residency.
Oh,
yes, that's a big shout out there. But it wasn't easy. There are days I would cry because I'm a crybaby. There are days I would just break down. There are days I was depressed at some point. I battled anxiety at some point, when I see messages. And some vendors, they can do better. I'm not in this country. I didn't lie about it. I made it obvious. But there is somebody that had handled this thing for me. What had you doing? Why text me? Then some of them will send me messages, and when I don't respond, it start calling. Then I get out of my phone. I'm seeing like 20 messages. My team, the clients, my vendors. I'm seeing messages from people that I'm doing group work with in the school. Go forward, we're waiting for this part. I'm seeing a message from my son daycare because my son just moved to the daycare then. I'm seeing a message that your son has been crying. I'm seeing a message from my husband because we didn't have the car then. Please, can you wait for me in this bus? And the Lord go mad. Like, won't you help me? But I mean, to the glory of God, before I left, I had one year structure that was college structure. So I was able to see my CS. I was able to, I'm still a work in progress, but I was able to, okay, let's put this thing in place, let's do this. So now I can go to bed when I have events because I know I booked amazing vendors. I have really good staffs, so I can go to bed and sleep and I'll be fine. There's a couple, what has been done, what needs to be done and all of that. So, yeah.
Well done. Oh, well done.
So, Moyo,
My question. Okay, do you feel relocating to Canada helped Coast events?
More. It helped him. I won't lie. When I was in Nigeria, it felt like I need to do too much to convince people to book more. And for lack of better word, because all my source of income doesn't depend on Coast events now, makes it be like, if you're not paying me well, go. Like I have a 9 to 5 and I'm fine. I have a sugar daddy, I'm okay. But another thing again is now that moving to Canada, I took courses on events and all of that. Now made me see that there are some things that we shouldn't be doing again. I eradicated that. And trust me, now, the people funding the wedding industry mostly are people based in the diaspora. It now made them trust me more because they know that I know the value for money now. I know the importance of excellence now. Do you understand? And some people just, people are classes. Some people just like the fact that
legit. It's a status quo.
Yes. Like there was one event that I planned, and when I got to the venue, this woman was just showing somebody. You share the latest Canada. And top of the top people, can you give me your card?
Of course.
He really helped me, and I'm thankful for that opportunity. I didn't want to go at first, but I'm glad I went. Yeah. And that brings us to the end of this episode on Cuffs Unfiltered. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're going to subscribe, again to reach out to us to plan events. You can reach out to Cuffs events. You can reach out to more events zero, and you can also reach out to more of locations. And trust me, if any one of us should handle your events, support the law. So we have a tradition here when you come. I know you guys are big girls, but it's a pleasure that I just call. I'm not a big girl, and you're doing this with me. So I have a talk. So it's all the love in your heart. So thank you so much. Thank you more. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
And guys, please watch out for Jaye 3.0.
Jaye 3.0.
Oh my lord, in the city, but what is Jaye?
Jano July 11.
If you're looking for one space for something insulin, locations, and if you're planning, you want to have a conference, seminar, training,
and you want to be an event planner.
Yes, because she's a good tutor. If you want to be an event planner, stop doing that. Nothing about no. Go and learn it properly so that you can make money. If you're not learning zero, you just be doing the rubbish and it's not the experience. So you can reach out to more event. Okay, thank you so much for darling.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.